As we get ready for Ultiworld's coverage of the 2025 Club Championships, let's break down the universe point finish from last year's mixed quarterfinal showcase between Shame, the 2023 mixed champion, and Dragon Thrust. Dragon receives the disc and comes out in a split stack, running one of the classic plays from this setup, clearing one cutter deep and having the second cutter, Sarah Mextroth, come under. This play is very effective at getting motion started, but it does have one primary weakness, which is that it usually puts the disc on the sideline. After a reset, Dragon gets stuck on that far sideline, looking off several open cuts to the middle, perhaps a bit of universe point syndrome, as Caleb Denacor looks for a high difficulty huck down the sideline that doesn't stay in bounds. After the turnover, we can see how much respect Dragon gives to Shame's deep game. Every downfield defender is positioned to take away the deep cut. Denacor gives us a good example of using his body to deny a deep cut, giving up a short under but seemingly playing into their defensive strategy. While Shame is able to work the disc all the way to the red zone, the Dragon strategy pays off thanks to a huge layout D from Brian Vanutka.
Stall count rising now. Oh my goodness, Brian Vanutka gets the disc back!
After a stoppage, Shame puts on a flat backhand force, but Dragon are able to work the disc up the far sideline with a handful of smooth around breaks from Jason Cheetah and Mextroth. Alexandra Daniels has a great read of an open Dragon cut and flashes off the front of the stack to stop it. Her matchup, Erica Bacon, thinks about a deep cut to punish it, but doesn't really have an open lane and is forced to come back to the front, allowing Daniels to get away with the poach. Dragon create a lot of space for Bacon at the front of the stack though, and she makes a nice cut to continue momentum up the break side. After the foul on the far sideline, Shame pulls a move that I'm surprised I don't see teams do more often. They switch to a trap force. It's not clear if this was planned or communicated, as we don't see any obvious communication from the mark to the rest of the team, but the flip works brilliantly as Shame clamp the upline space and force their second turnover of the point. Spencer Tibbs rushes to the disc, which allows Matt Russell a huge isolation cutting space with the rest of the players still behind the play, which they're able to convert into a huge yardage gainer up the force sideline. Russell spots the 2023 D-Pody runner-up Aubrey Dietrich streaking deep. She has a couple steps on her defender, but there are two other Dragon defenders who have sniffed out the play and provide help on the huck. A well-placed throw can still win the game here, but the safer play would be to hit Rory Veldman or Casey Anderson on the under. Still, Russell puts his throw just about perfectly, giving Dietrich a great chance to make the play. Felix from Hive Ultimate might point out that clap catches are almost always more reliable than claw catches, but I want to give credit here to Dylan DeClercq, who doesn't give up on the play and makes a safe bid from the backside. While he doesn't get the block, it is his pressure that forces Dietrich to attack with a claw catch and forces the turnover. On their third chance of the point, we see that Shame's defense is actually playing a force middle. In the first two possessions, they were very effective at keeping Dragon on one side of the field, but this time Dragon seemed committed to swinging the disc, crossing the midline 7 times as they advance up the field. Early in the possession, Shame nearly gets a block with another poach from the front of the stack, this time from Russell, but he can't quite get there in time. There are also several picks on this possession, as tired legs lead to cuts without setup and poor clears. Eventually, Denacor gets it in the red zone, and Daniels, not wanting to give up another easy swing, orbits under Bacon at the front of the stack. Bacon makes a great move to drive into the defender before jabbing breakside, and Denacor reads this as well, moving his mark to the around before hitting a nice half-pivot backhand that floats perfectly for the score and solidifies Dragon's spot in the semifinal.